I'm here with the one and only Mo from Mojos Sweet Snow. Thank you so much for being on my podcast.
No problem. Good to be here, man.
So, my first question on my podcast is the texture test. In a world of New Orleans snowballs, texture is everything. How do you achieve that perfect finite snow shave without it turning into a crushy ice cube?
It's all about the blades, man. It's all about the blades. It's how we shave it in a way that's the texture is soft as snow. The clumpiness comes it's the ice along with the blades. There's a texture of ice that you have to have, ice sweats. It's really a lot more to it than people could think. It's amazing when you get into the world of ice and shaved ice, you learn that to make a texture, you have to have the temperature right, you have to have the right kind of blades, the sharpness. It can't be too sharp, can't be too dull. So there's an art to it. And I feel like we've mastered it at Mojo's, and that's why we have the best quality out there, man. You've had it, so you know.
Yeah, and how did you start doing the snowballs business?
Well, I'm Morgan and my wife is Jody. That's where Mojo's come from. So it's an important thing to the family. It's a family business. We She's from New Orleans. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, and we dated. And a lot of our dates were at snowball stands in New Orleans when we went to visit. So we had them all the time. That was a serious part of her childhood. And when we got to Florida, when we moved to Florida, we saw an opportunity to bring something that was it was missing. Shaved ice and snow cones. They're different things, but there's not many shaved ice that's New Orleans style. So we thought it'd be a great idea, and we started it here in 2023.
Wow, so you've been in business for about 3 years. So how's
Yes.
business been going?
Business is great, man. We're growing. We're along with the Orange County school system. We're an approved vendor with them. We do youth sports. We do birthday parties. We do weddings. We do so many events, family reunions, and our name is getting out there because of the quality of our product. And also, we love to provide great customer service, man. That's one of the things that's missing a lot when it comes to business, but we make sure that that's one of our priorities. But the quality speaks for itself, and we try to make it a great experience for everyone.
That's great. So my next question is about hot weather because we're in Florida,
Hmm.
and my next question: when it's about 98 degrees with 100% humidity in July, how do you stay cool behind the machine while there's a line of 30 people?
Hey, man, it was a mandatory thing from my wife to have an air conditioner in that trailer. We wouldn't make it without that air conditioner. We have an AC unit in there that keeps us cool. And, it's nice to work around ice because that keeps us cool as well. But yeah, that AC is always kicking, man, in that trailer at all times.
And how cool does it get with the air conditioning on?
Oh man, look, we can get that thing down in the low 60s, and we're nice and chill along with that shaved ice. So yeah, definitely.
Woo! That sounds good. So you say your wife grew up in New Orleans.
Hmm.
So for her growing up in New Orleans, everyone has their snowball stand. How does it
Hmm.
feel knowing your business is now becoming that core memory for the next generation of kids?
It's pretty special, man, because in New Orleans, you can go and visit New Orleans, but you may never see a snowball stand because they're in the neighborhoods. So it's real close to the community. And you kind of have to know where to go. There are a few on the lakefront that you can find that are popular for tourists, but a lot of the real famous ones are in the neighborhoods. And it's nice. So that was special to my wife. But bringing that neighborhood feel to Orlando is pretty special to her and me as well, but mostly to her, man, because every time she sees the growth of our business, it reminds her of home, and that's special. And the way that Orlando has received us has been amazing, and we appreciate the hospitality, and we just love working with the community.
So talk about going out to schools and going out to all these different events, how many people actually come to your stand on like a day-to-day basis?
But you know what? It's we get quite a bit of participation at the stand, especially on, like you mentioned, those 98-degree days with that high humidity, and the summer is quickly approaching. So we get a lot of participation, man. The only thing that could be our kryptonite sometimes is rain, but rain is hit or miss in Orlando, but mostly it's always warm here, man. So we have a lot of great customers, and the participation is awesome.
That's great. So my next question: if you had to create a brand new New Orleans signature flavor tomorrow that represents the city, what would you call it, and what would it taste like?
Oh man, that's a tough one. Well, New Orleans is purple and gold, man. So you kind of want to stay true to the home style and to the home base. So something like that, and we'll probably call it. Let's see. Uh, it would probably it have to be something New Orleans based, man. Like let's see. You put me on the spot on this one, man. um, it would have to be, that's LSU, man. You know, it just probably would probably call it the Big New Orleans, man. Something that's home, dude. But you got me thinking now, so we might have to do that.
My
Oh,
my
yeah.
next and my next question: have you ever had a syrup emergency where you had to run out to a store and get syrup for your snowballs?
Fortunately, no. Thank goodness. But our preparation is key, man. We have a lot of preparation went into the way we set up our trailer. So we will never run out of ice, and we will never run out of sugar, and we'll never run out of concentrate. So we're well prepared. So we don't have to worry about that. But we have had one incident where we were going to an event and we hit a bump, a real deep bump, and a lot of flavors jumped out and they actually spilled on the floor. So we learning we learning to prepare for all emergencies, man. So
So
definitely.
so to back that to like piggyback out that type of question,
Hmm.
um, how like you have the actual syrup itself and ice, and how much syrup and ice do you have on backup in case something like that happens?
Oh man, we have about 6 bags of sugar. We have several ounces of concentrate already ready, and we have about say about 20 plus blocks of ice at all times. So we're ready, man. So you can bring those events to us, and we can take care of it.
So my next question: how much does it actually cost to run your your snow your sweet snow business?
It man, the economy is a little different right now, so the numbers are all over the place, but you have to factor in gas, being mobile. You have to factor in, keeping up with those concentrates, though, the sugar, the syrups. You have to, when you add everything together, it gets pricey, but when your customer base really likes your product and you have a good quality product and your customer service is on point, it works out. So that's kind of where we are. It's working out, man. But the cost could be better when this economy settles down. It'll be even better than that. So yeah.
So my last question for you: what does a snowball king do when the temperature actually drops below 50 degrees? Are we taking a hot chocolate, or do New Orleans people still eat ice in a coat?
You know what's funny, man? That's in Orlando in particular. When the first cold winter, quote unquote, because winter is kind of 60 degrees here, but on the first cold winter, we were surprised that people were coming to get snowballs. And you got to understand that a lot of snowbirds from up north come down and move to Orlando. and they love eating snowballs in the cold. So that's funny. There's a clientele in the winter that I'm even surprised that was there. And we also have that Mojo's hot cocoa. So come on, man. We had to get creative, man. We have some awesome homemade hot cocoa that we have as well. So if that chill hits, we'll be ready for you.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on my podcast. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to be on my podcast.
For
And this
sure.
is Conversations with Khmani. I'm Coach Khmani White. I'm here with Mr. Mo from Mojos Sweet Snow. And we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Khmani.
You're welcome.